How to make hard cider for cheap in expensive country. Hello friends. As you know, us Eastern Europeans often go to Western Europe to steal their jobs and bring back money for our cats and families. And since I don't have any Patreons yet, and my cat was constantly asking for food, I went to Norway myself. But although Norway is really pretty country, and I got really decent office, the Eastern European fuel, decent alcohol, is extremely expensive here. So friends, today I will show you how to make your own high quality party grade cider for cheap in Norway, the most expensive European country. But of course, you can replicate this method anywhere in the world. So, let's start friends. So firstly, you need to locate the cheapest supermarket, and then locate the juice section in that supermarket. Of course, we don't want any fancy juice, all we want is some cheap apple juice. Yes, this one seems fine, just make sure that there are non-preservatives in your juice, because if there are, you won't be able to ferment them. 100% apple juice, let's put them in cart. One for me, one for my friend. Orange juice costs just as little. I have seen people on YouTube trying to making alcohol from them, let's try them too. Anyway, I feel like we need more apple. Okay, now that we got our juice, we need some yeast. You could probably use baking yeast or distiller's yeast, but I chose brewer's yeast because they should give most pleasant smell and aroma and taste to our product. Aleyar, yeah, that's the stuff. Let's take one packet, that should be more than enough. Okay, so basically all we need to do is to add yeast to our juice. You could pitch them straight, or to make the addition easier, you could rehydrate them. To do that, just pour some yeast into the cup and pour some boiled but cooled down water on top and let them sit for a few minutes. Now you need some container to do the fermentation, but since we are going cheap, we will use juice packages as containers. But to do that, first you need to pour off some excess juice to make some room for the expansion of the yeast. You should leave at least 10% of space inside. Now, when you have everything ready, just add your yeast into your juice. And it's that simple. Just one tip, use bigger spoon. After adding your yeast, close all the caps and then shake them vigorously. Yeah, just like that, give them a good shake to mix everything inside. Just remember after shaking to open all the caps again, to let yeast farts, also known as carbon dioxide, escape. And for those who say, Mikhail, but you need airlock to make fermentation, I say, no you don't. CO2 is heavier than air and it makes it natural obstacle for the oxygen to get in. Okay, now let the yeast sit warmly to do their job for about a week. Meanwhile, make sure to protect your other assets, to make sure that Norwegian cats will not steal them. And so, I spent couple of days watching the Norwegian cat doing stuff. Therefore, I haven't noticed that my cider started running. That's a consequence of leaving too little air gap inside of your container. So let's discard another 10% of the liquid, and maybe then it will stop running. And of course, you will have to clean all the mess you made while doing the cider. Okay, let's pour off some apples too. Well, it would be a shame to discard it. Let's taste it. Oh, blin, this is good. I just made apple kvass. Anyway, in about 5 to 7 days, your fermentation should be pretty much finished. If you are alcoholic, you can drink it just like it is. But we're not alcoholics here, we're sophisticated tasters, therefore we will add some carbonation to our drink. To achieve a decent carbonation, you need to add about half a tablespoon of sugar to every 1.5 liter bottle. Blin, that's some strange Norwegian sugar. Okay, let's put it inside the hard way. Anyway, once you have your sugar inside your bottle, pour your fermented juice inside. Pour it to about that full, add a cap, and give it a good shake to dissolve all the sugar. After doing that, just put your bottle somewhere warm for a couple of days. You can even start checking carbonation levels by checking the pressure. After that couple of days, start stacking your bottles inside your fridge or any other cool room. And then leave them for another 5 days. This will help to put down all the rebellious yeast that wants to make you sick in the morning. After the time has come, take it out of your fridge to check the clarity of your drink. It may not be perfectly clear just yet, but it should be much clearer than what you put inside, and you can see some yeast on the bottom. This is good. This means that you can already start enjoying your drink. So now let's test the apple cider and orange cider. Orange cider seems a little bit hazy still. Let's pour ourselves a glass. Also, let's pour some apple cider. Let's compare them. Okay, so at first glance, they both have decent carbonation levels, but no foam. That is normal for the cider. Let's take a closer look at the bubbles. They are pretty. Okay, let's taste it. Cheers, friends. Very faint apple aroma, but very pleasant apple aroma. And of course, noticeable carbonation makes it very, how do you say, very thirst quenching. Let's try it. Ah. That's a good cider, my friends. That's a good cider. Very good apple flavor and very good carbonation. Not too much, not too little, just perfect. Sweetness, there is none. It's very dry, but I like it dry. I don't like sweet things at all. Okay, so apple cider, it's a success. Now let's try orange cider. Well, the color is orange. Carbonation is not visible because it's opaque. It has this orange bitterness. Not really good cider. I would drink it if I was alcoholic and I wanted to get wasted. But since we are not alcoholics, we will choose to drink this cider tonight. The apple cider, the good cider, the thirst quenching cider. So cheers, friends. So friends, in conclusion, you can make cider for about €1 a liter. And then you will achieve a really good, exceptional product. You just need to have some time and some patience. And as for now, if you liked this video, please give it a like, share it with your alcohol-loving friends, and consider subscribing to my channel to not miss any other cool videos and recipes. Good luck, friends!